Leadership is not a title, it is not a position on a chart. Many people with titles are not leaders. Many without titles inspire us every day. Leadership is a choice. It is a decision to look out for others. It is about taking responsibility for those around us. This is the true essence of leading. It starts with a fundamental human connection. It's about care. It is about service. Why does leadership matter so much? Because it guides us, it gives us direction. In times of change, we look to leaders. In times of uncertainty, they provide clarity. Leadership builds the environments where we can thrive. It fosters trust. It encourages collaboration. Without it, teams falter, organizations drift, progress stalls. Strong leadership is the bedrock of any successful group. It is essential for growth. Think about the impact of a true leader. They don't just command, they inspire. They don't just direct, they empower. They create a sense of belonging. They make us feel safe. When we feel safe, we are willing to take risks. We are willing to innovate. We are willing to contribute our best. This safety is not about physical protection. It is about psychological safety. It is about knowing someone has your back. So what is leadership? It is the ability to rally people, not for your cause, but for theirs. It's about painting a picture of a better future, a future they want to be part of. It's about creating something that outlasts you. It is a profound responsibility. It is a privilege. It is about making a positive difference in the lives of others. This is the journey of leadership. This is its ultimate purpose. Influence is at the heart of leadership, but what kind of influence? Not the kind born of authority, not the kind that coerces or manipulates. True influence is earned. It comes from a place of authenticity. It is a natural outcome of trust. People choose to follow those they trust. They choose to be influenced by those they believe in. It is a voluntary act. How do leaders build this influence? They are consistent, their words match their actions. Day in, day out, they show up for their people, they listen more than they speak. They seek to understand, not just to be understood. This consistency builds a track record of reliability, a track record of integrity. This is where genuine influence begins to grow. It is organic. Influence is not about having all the answers, it's about asking the right questions. It is about creating a space where others feel valued, where their contributions matter. When people feel seen and heard, they open up. They become more receptive. They become willing to consider new ideas. This is the power of leading from within. It is about connecting with the human spirit, not just the rational mind. Ultimately, influence flows from who you are, not from your title or your power. It is about your character, your empathy, your commitment to others. Leaders who understand this don't chase influence. They focus on serving. They focus on building trust, and influence naturally follows. It becomes a byproduct of their dedication. This is the quiet strength of true leaders. This is their lasting impact. Great leaders possess a clear vision. They see a future that others may not. It is not just a vague hope, it is a vivid picture. A destination they believe is achievable. This vision is compelling, it is attractive, it pulls people forward, it gives them a reason to strive, a reason to endure challenges. It provides a common purpose, a shared direction for everyone. This vision must be communicated clearly, simply, consistently. Leaders must be able to articulate where they are going and, crucially, why they are going there. The why is the most important part. It connects with our emotions, it taps into our aspirations. When people understand the why, they are more likely to commit, they are more likely to invest their energy, their passion, their best efforts. A powerful vision does more than direct. It inspires, it gives meaning to the daily grind. It helps people see how their individual contributions fit into a larger picture. This sense of purpose is a powerful motivator. It fuels resilience, it encourages innovation. When the path gets tough, the vision reminds us why we started. It keeps us moving forward. It helps us overcome obstacles, but vision alone is not enough. The leader must embody that vision. They must live it. Their actions must be congruent with the future they describe. This authenticity makes the vision believable. It makes it tangible. When leaders are passionate about their vision, that passion is contagious. It spreads throughout the team. It ignites a collective belief, a belief that together they can make that vision a reality. Leadership is fundamentally about people. It is a human endeavor. Therefore, the ability to build strong relationships is essential. Leaders cannot succeed alone. They rely on their teams. They rely on the trust and cooperation of others. This means investing in relationships, taking the time to know people, to understand their strengths, their fears, their dreams. It is about genuine connection. Effective leaders create an environment of psychological safety, a place where people feel they belong, where they can be themselves without fear of judgment. In such an environment, trust flourishes. People are more willing to speak up, to share ideas, to admit mistakes. This openness is vital for learning and growth. It is the foundation of high-performing teams. Safety unlocks potential. Building relationships requires empathy, the ability to see the world from another's perspective, to understand their feelings. Leaders who show empathy build deeper connections. They demonstrate that they care, not just about the work, but about the person doing the work. This care fosters loyalty. It builds commitment. It makes people want to go the extra mile because they feel valued. Great leaders are also great listeners. They listen to understand, not just to reply. They seek out different perspectives. They encourage dialogue. They know that the best ideas can come from anyone. By fostering open communication, they ensure that everyone feels heard. This inclusivity strengthens the team. It builds a collective intelligence. It makes the whole stronger than the sum of its parts. Relationships are the conduit. Section 5, a beacon in the storm. Winston Churchill's leadership. Consider Winston Churchill. He led Britain during its darkest hour, World War II. The nation faced overwhelming odds. Defeat seemed possible, even probable to some, yet Churchill stood firm. He became a symbol of defiance, a symbol of hope. His leadership was a beacon in the storm. He showed unwavering resolve. He never gave in. What made Churchill so effective? His words. He was a master orator. He used language to paint a picture of courage, a picture of resilience, a picture of eventual victory. His speeches rallied a nation. They inspired people to fight on, to endure hardship. He did not sugarcoat the reality. He acknowledged the danger, but he also offered a path forward, a path built on shared sacrifice. Churchill's vision was clear: the survival of freedom, the defeat of tyranny. This vision resonated deeply. It gave people a powerful why, a reason to persevere through bombings and rationing. He connected with the British spirit, their grit, their determination. He made them believe in themselves. He made them believe they could win. This belief was a powerful weapon. It fueled their resistance. Beyond his words, Churchill embodied the struggle. He was visible, he was present, he shared the risks. This built immense trust. People saw his courage, they felt his commitment. He was not just a distant figure, he was one of them, fighting alongside them. Churchill's leadership shows us the power of conviction, the power of communication, and the importance of courage in the face of adversity. He led from the front. Section 6, leading versus managing two sides of a different coin. Leadership and management are often confused, but they are not the same thing. They are distinct. Both are important, but they serve different functions. Understanding this difference is crucial, especially for organizations that want to thrive, that want to innovate, that want to inspire their people. We need both leaders and managers. Management is about complexity. It is about systems and processes. Managers plan, they organize, they coordinate, they control. They ensure things run smoothly, efficiently. They focus on doing things right. They measure progress. They solve problems within the existing framework. Management brings order to chaos. It ensures consistency and reliability. It is about the how. Leadership, on the other hand, is about change. It is about direction. Leaders inspire, they motivate, they set the vision, they challenge the status quo, they focus on doing the right things, they ask why, they look to the future, they create the environment where people can do their best work. Leadership is about inspiring people to follow, not because they have to, but because they want to. Many organizations promote good managers into leadership roles. They assume that management skills will translate into leadership ability. This is often not the case. Managing is a set of skills. Leading is a way of being. We can manage things. We lead people. We need managers to make the trains run on time. We need leaders to decide where the tracks should go. Both roles are vital for success. Section 7. Igniting the flame, how leaders inspire action. How do great leaders inspire people to act? They don't just issue orders. They don't rely on authority alone. They connect with something deeper. They start with why. They articulate a clear purpose, a belief, a cause. This why is the source of their inspiration. It is the reason they do what they do. It is the reason others will join them. When leaders communicate their why, it resonates. It speaks to our values, our aspirations, our desire to be part of something bigger than ourselves. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. When the why is clear, the how and what follow more easily. This clarity of purpose aligns efforts. It focuses energy. It creates a powerful sense of shared mission. Inspiration is not a one-time event. It needs to be nurtured. Leaders create environments where inspiration can flourish. They empower their people. They give them autonomy. They trust them to do their jobs. They celebrate successes. They also support them through failures, treating failures as learning opportunities. This fosters a culture of courage, a culture of innovation. True inspiration comes when people feel that their work matters, that they are contributing to something meaningful. Leaders help them see that connection. They show how individual efforts contribute to the larger vision. They recognize and appreciate contributions. They make people feel valued. When people feel inspired, they give their best. They are more engaged, more creative, more committed. They become leaders themselves. Section 8. The Compass of Character, Ethical Leadership. Leadership is not just about results, it is also about how those results are achieved. Ethical leadership is paramount. It is the moral compass that guides decisions. It is the foundation of trust. Without ethics, leadership crumbles. It becomes self-serving, it becomes destructive. True leaders understand this. They prioritize doing what is right, not just what is easy or popular. Ethical leaders are guided by strong values, integrity, honesty, fairness, respect. These values are not just words on a page, they are lived. They are demonstrated in every action, in every decision. This consistency builds credibility. It shows people that the leader can be trusted, that they will act in the best interests of the team, the organization, and society. Making ethical choices is not always straightforward. Leaders often face complex dilemmas, situations where the right path is unclear, where pressures mount to compromise principles. In these moments, ethical leaders draw on their core values. They seek counsel. They consider the impact of their decisions on all stakeholders. They strive for transparency. They take responsibility for their choices, even when it is difficult. The impact of ethical leadership is profound. It sets the tone for the entire organization. It creates a culture where ethical behavior is expected and rewarded. It attracts and retains people who share similar values. It builds a strong reputation, a reputation for integrity. This is a powerful asset. Ethical leadership is not a constraint, it is a source of strength. It is the bedrock of sustainable success. Section 9. Conclusion. The enduring legacy of true leadership. What is the ultimate measure of great leadership? It is not wealth, it is not fame, it is not power. The true measure is the legacy left behind. It is the positive impact on people, the lasting change created, the teams built, the futures shaped. Great leaders understand that their role is temporary, but their influence can endure for generations. This is their highest calling. Effective leaders inspire change. They see a better way, they challenge the old, they encourage innovation, they guide their teams through transformation, they create momentum, they build something that lasts, something that continues to grow, something that benefits others long after they are gone. This kind of change requires courage, it requires resilience, it requires a deep belief in the potential of people. They do this by fostering environments of trust, by upholding strong ethical standards, by putting the needs of their people first. They empower others to become leaders themselves. They multiply their impact. They create a ripple effect of positive influence. This is how movements are born. This is how societies progress. It starts with individuals who choose to lead, who choose to serve. The world will always need great leaders, people who can unite us, people who can inspire us to tackle big challenges. People who remind us of our shared humanity. Leadership is not easy. It demands sacrifice, it demands commitment, but it is also incredibly rewarding. The opportunity to make a difference, to help others achieve their potential. This is the enduring promise. This is the profound privilege of true leadership.